everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a tag that I kind of found floating around out there, and it is the, well, it was the 30 beauty questions tag, but I just kind of cut out a few, and I'm calling it the 25 beauty questions tag. So question number 1, do you remember your first makeup? The thing that I remember the most is probably mascara. I know when I was probably about 12 or 13 I started wearing eyeliner and mascara, and I'm pretty sure it was probably mascara. It probably would have been L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara or something CoverGirl is my guess, because yeah, that's what I used. Next question, describe your perfect mascara. My perfect mascara would be waterproof because, as I say almost every video, I have watery eyes. They water just from the air, from allergies, whatever. I have watery eyes, so it has to be waterproof. It needs to be smudge proof. I don't want it to flake or leave dark circles under my eyes, and I want it all. I want it to be lengthening and volumizing at the same time and not get clumpy. So yeah, it doesn't exist. It's like a unicorn that is glittery and flies, and yeah, it doesn't exist. At least I haven't found it. If you have a favorite mascara that's waterproof that meets all those claims, let me know. I've tried lots of them, and trust me, none of them have been like that perfect thing yet. I thought I found one, and then I bought a second tube of it, and it just didn't live up to the first tube, so there was that. What coverage do you prefer from foundation? And for me personally, I like a good medium coverage foundation. I want something that's going to cover up kind of the redness and even out my skin tone, but I always feel a little funny when it clears out my freckles and everything. I don't know. For some people that's great. For me personally, I like for those little things to poke through, so I like a medium foundation. Medium coverage foundation. Favorite high-end brand. And for me, I had to think about this a little bit, and my favorite I would have to say is Too Faced. And the main reason is because I'm always looking forward to what they're coming out with next. Some of it's gimmicky, some of it's cutesy, some of it's just like really far-fetched and out there and gross and what were you thinking? But it's one of those brands that I'm always eager to see what they're going to do next. And quite often they have things that intrigue me and that I want to pick up. Not everything, but there are quite a few things that they have that, yeah, I'm always looking forward to seeing what Too Faced is going to come out with. What cosmetics brand have you wanted to try but haven't yet? And that would be Charlotte Tilbury. That brand is expensive. And I don't know if you can buy it here in Canada in any stores. So then you have to pay duty and shipping and make it more expensive. So for that reason, I haven't tried it. And also, if I can't put my fingers in it and swatch it or see it, I'm going strictly by reviews. And if it's something that's that luxurious and that expensive, then I really, really, really want to be able to kind of get a feel for it first. So it intrigues me and makes me want to try it, but it's one brand that I haven't yet. Favorite drugstore brand, and that would be e.l.f. Across the board, I like a lot of the products they have. The only thing that they haven't come out yet that I have found that I liked as far as cosmetics go is mascara. I mean, they have a lot of misses within their brand, but as far as like if I had to do a whole face kind of thing, e.l.f. would probably be the one that I could get a lot out of. I like their foundation, I like their powders, I like their concealers, like I like their eyeshadow. Like there's all kinds of things that I like about them, but their mascaras suck. At least for me personally, I can't find any that work for me, and some of them burn my eyes. So I don't know if they have something in their ingredients for their mascaras, but yeah, it doesn't feel good. But my favorite drugstore brand is e.l.f. because I'm always looking forward to what they're coming out with next and trying new things, and they're really affordable, so you're not breaking the bank if you're getting it done. Do you wear fake eyelashes? Sometimes, for me, they're not really worth the hassle that much. I'm very picky about the shape of them, and my eyes are smaller, so I always have to trim them, and then sometimes you end up trimming the shape of them out. It's just a big mess that I'd rather not deal with. My lashes are fairly long, so I can usually coat them up with a ton of mascara and get them to give me a look similar to what false lashes might give me. Not necessarily as polished, but I don't usually miss them. Even today when I was doing my makeup, I was attempting to put a pair on, and I put them on and I didn't like how it looked. It was just the shape of those particular lashes, so I took them off because I thought I liked my makeup look better without them in this case. So yeah, I could take them or leave them. What makeup can you not leave the house without? It used to be mascara. And now it's pretty much concealer because I got dark circles and people always notice. They're like, wow, you look really tired. I'm like, no, I don't have concealer on. But in all honesty, I'm okay with going out without makeup. I have no problem with it. I do it often and I'm not uncomfortable. I don't need to put on a full face. I do this because I really, really enjoy the creative end of it and just doing my makeup. I enjoy that. I'm more self-conscious about my hair when it's kind of like messy and out of place or windblown or, you know, bedheady or whatever. That I'm far more self-conscious of than my face and wearing makeup. How often do you shop for makeup, and do you like to pick an item up here and there or lots at once? So I shop a lot. I don't always buy. I'm online a lot looking at different sites, whether they be indie brands or, you know, Ulta or Sephora or Shoppers Drug Mart, that sort of thing. I don't buy a lot though, but I would say when it's asking if I buy a lot at once or just a little bit, if I'm buying online, I'm going to probably buy a lot just because I want to justify the shipping cost or maybe get to a certain point so I can get free shipping. So in those cases, I'll buy more. Whereas if I'm just running into Shoppers Drug Mart, which is the drugstore here in Canada, or Rexall, which is another drugstore, I might just pick up a mascara or a lipstick or something like that. I don't tend to, you know, go on a shopping spree when I'm going into the stores. It's more if I'm online. Also, if I'm having a bad day, I tend to end up online, and that's usually when I purchase the bigger orders. And thankfully, I don't have a lot of bad days. Otherwise, I'd be broke. Do you have a beauty budget or spend freely? I spend freely because I don't spend a lot. You know, I keep it in control. We have family to provide for, we have bills to pay and that sort of thing, and that always obviously comes first before any makeup or anything like that, any hobbies. But yeah, I generally keep it in check. I don't usually go overboard or that sort of thing. If there's something that I see that's coming out that I want, then I usually try and save up for it. Just, you know, not buy as much other things and save up so that I can get that item that's maybe pricier and that sort of thing. But there isn't any set budget that I have every month that's like, oh, go ham, you get like $400 a month that you can spend on makeup. No, that doesn't happen. Do you utilize coupons and rewards? Yes, I do. I love my Sephora points. I mean, if I'm going to buy something and I can get something for it, why not? Shoppers Drug Mart, oh my goodness, if you are Canadian and you have optimum points, utilize those. I recently started doing online grocery shopping through the Real Canadian Superstore, which takes optimum points now, which is linked with Shoppers Drug Mart. And yeah, I usually get about 4,000 to 5,000 points every 2 weeks on my card now from getting groceries, and 10,000 points is worth $10. And I'm already at $60 that I, you know, in just a couple months that I've accumulated for on my Optimum card so that I can use it for anything in the store, but I can buy makeup with that. So yeah, utilize those coupons and those points. I don't utilize coupons so much as the rewards and that sort of thing. And I do use Ebates as well. If you're not familiar with Ebates, it's an online shopping, I don't even know what they call it. But you go through their website and you get cash back when you buy products from sites that are linked to their account. So if I buy something at Sephora or if I buy something off of Amazon and I go through my Ebates account, then I get a percentage back of what I purchased. So I think it comes out quarterly. I think you get paid from that. So in the last 3 months, I think I'm getting paid again this month, and I think it worked out to like $18 or something like that I made just from, and it wasn't just from buying makeup. It can be from buying stuff on Amazon or any number of what's it called, stores that they have online that you can go through. Not every store is there, but there are a lot. It's worth checking out, and especially if you're making a big purchase, you might be able to make some money off of it and save some money with that. So what type of products do you buy the most? Now, if we're talking about products that I've repurchased the most, that would be mascara, just because I go through it more quickly than anything else in my collection. And also, if I'm going to the drugstore and I see something new or on sale and I haven't tried it before, I'll pick it up just to give it a try. If we're talking about like overindulging in, then that would be eyeshadow palettes. I have a large collection of eyeshadow palettes within my makeup collection. I think I'm at 82, and there's a few on the way still. So yeah, eyeshadow palettes for the overindulge, and mascara for the repurchase. Is there a brand that you absolutely cannot stand? I wouldn't say that there's any brand that I just can't stand. If there's a brand that I don't necessarily like how they present themselves, then I just don't really think about it. I don't buy from them. I wouldn't say that I can't stand them or that I hate them. You know, my feelings don't run that deep when it comes to makeup in the companies that put out these cosmetics and stuff. I mean, I will say that pretty much every brand has duds. So there's things that I can't stand within brands, like the items and whatnot, but I wouldn't say that the actual brands are companies that I don't like or that I can't stand. Does that make sense? Do you avoid certain ingredients in cosmetics? And no, I'm not vegan or cruelty free when it comes to my cosmetics. I do have to be careful just with some products that go around my eyes, whether they be serums or concealers or mascaras. For whatever reason, some brands put things in, and I'm not even sure what it is right now. I haven't really looked that closely, but there's been times where I put it on my eyes, whether like a concealer, like the Fit Me by Maybelline. I can't wear that. It has something in it and it burns my eyes. Same with a lot of e.l.f. mascaras. They burn my eyes when I wear them. So there's an ingredient that's in there. It might be similar. I've never actually looked to kind of see if it's the same item that, you know, might be doing it. I don't know. But I just kind of am aware of that because yeah, sometimes that happens, but across the board, generally, I'm not worried about any of the ingredients in my makeup. I'm not overly sensitive to fragrance or, what's it called? I can't think. I'm not overly sensitive to fragrance or alcohol or any of that kind of stuff within products. I'm pretty lucky with that where my skin is concerned. I don't break out easily or anything like that. So for me, it's mainly just things that are going around my eyes. I sometimes have to be just more aware of what I'm putting on, and yeah, because it hurts sometimes. Do you have a favorite place to shop for makeup? And I like it all. Online, does that count? From my home, sitting on my couch, my laptop? That's my favorite place to shop for makeup. I'm not picky when it comes to makeup. I generally don't really enjoy going into Sephora stores just because the one closest to me, they're not very helpful and friendly. That's just the experience that I have. If I go in full face of makeup, then I have people helping me, but if I go in with no makeup on, they just ignore me. And I don't know why, because, you know, someone doesn't know anything about makeup. Maybe you want to show them a thing or two and be like, buy this, buy this, buy that. But no, they ignore me. So that's okay. So generally, I usually just buy online from Sephora because you get more perks from that anyway with their samples and whatnot. But usually I'm not picky about the stores. Anything online, I'm good. Yeah. Next question. Do you like trying new skincare or do you stick to a routine? And I stick to a routine. I have found one that works well for me. I like the results that I get from it, and it's not super expensive, so I just stick to that. If you could buy from only one brand, what would it be? I have two for this one. Drugstore would be Maybelline, not because it's my favorite, but just because I can find something for a full face of makeup within their line. And then it goes for the same for like a higher end brand. I would choose Tarte, again, not because it's my favorite, but just because I can find a full face of makeup within their line and make a look that I really like and that I can work with and that I enjoy. What brand do you think has the best packaging? I think across the board, any Korean kind of cosmetic brand has pretty cool packaging, Tony Moly and those sort of things. If I had to pick something else, I would pick probably Hourglass, just because it's very classy and very kind of luxurious in the way it presents itself. I don't know, there's just something about Hourglass that I like. Do you belong to any online makeup communities? And yes, I have a bunch on Facebook that I'm a part of, just different groups. And then obviously the community here on YouTube, not just for making videos, but, you know, commenting on other people's videos and building kind of small relationships with people within that community too. So it's always fun. I like it. Who are your 5 favorite beauty gurus? So the 5 that I picked are Emily No L83, Nikki Tutorials, Kathleen Lights, Tati, and Wayne Goss. I know some people might be like, oh, she admitted to liking Nikki Tutorials and whatever, but I find her entertaining. You know, like I said earlier, I don't take makeup too seriously. There are other things out there that, you know, can get me upset. I don't need to be upset about makeup. When people are giving reviews, I don't take that as, you know, a message from God that you need to go and use this, and that their review is going to be honest or whatnot. It doesn't matter to me. Ultimately, I make that decision on what I feel is going to work and what's not. So that's why I like her. I think she's entertaining. I think they all are. You know, if I could meet any of them, yeah, sure. I mean, especially the older ones, Emily Noel, Toddy, and Wayne Goss. I mean, I would love to sit down and have dinner with them. I would love to have, like, be friends and hang out. Come on over. I got a pool. Come swim with me. Question. Are you clumsy at putting on makeup? Yes, mascara. Every time. I always hit my nose. I get it up here all the time. And it's waterproof, so it's fun to get off. Do you use primer for your eyes? And yes, I do. I have hooded eyes, and I just find primer makes a world of difference for me when I use it compared to if I don't. I find shadows fade a lot quicker, and they crease really badly in my, like, up in here, and they get all the way, like, up to my brow bone, and it's just not fun. So primer, yes, all the way. Concealer or foundation first? And for me, I always do my foundation first and then put my concealer on afterwards. I don't put my foundation all the way up to my lash line. I usually just kind of keep it down here a little bit and then put my concealer on afterwards and blend it all out. Do you ever consider taking makeup classes? No, because I already did. I am a certified esthetician and cosmetologist. I did that way back in 2003, I think I finished that. So I've already done makeup classes, and it was something I did right after school. And yeah, I'm not working in that field at all, but I did it. And the last question is, what do you love most about makeup? And for me, I love that it is an art form. It doesn't have to be a mask. It can be empowering, and it can be an expression of yourself, similar to the way other people have art, whether it be drawing or singing, or even people that have tattoos on their body, or any number of things that are out there that are creative and an art form. I think makeup gets a bad rep because people use it as a mask often, but I think a lot of times when you're seeing someone who's like full glam like this, chances are they're doing it because it's art, not because they're trying to hide and that sort of thing. They're doing it because they want to be creative, and, you know, maybe they do feel a little bit more confident when they have this on. And why not? Who says that it has to be something bad? You know, everyone has their own tastes in makeup. There's no need to be makeup shaming and that sort of thing. So for me, yeah, that's what I love about makeup. I love that some people can, like, wear a simple look and feel confident. And I love that some people can wear a really bold look and feel confident. And it's just a way that they're expressing themselves. As long as someone is looking at themselves inside and feeling beautiful, that will come out as well. And I don't know, that's what I love about makeup. It doesn't have to be a mask. It doesn't have to be something negative. It can be something very positive. And those, everyone, are 25 beauty questions that I have answered for you. This does happen to be a tag. I was never tagged in it. I just saw it and thought I would do it. So if it's something you want to do, tag, you're it. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will talk to you next time. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.